Hey, welcome back, Rankers. Did you have a good weekend? So, this Google Medic update, as it's been so called, is a gift that keeps on giving. Met with a couple of people last week. Hi, Ashley from SEMrush. Certainly, I haven't heard as much tumult from other regions as what I have from Australian viewers about the results here. And in case you're not up to date with the update from a couple of weeks ago, basically Google said it was applying to mainly health and finance sites. We found that it's affected two of our clients. One's in the health space, the other one's actually in construction. And during the week, Gary Isles from Google said, if you have some specific examples of where new results since the algorithm change are not optimal or great, then you should let them know. But as he's pointed out, he's getting a little bit grumpy. He has pointed out that without specific query, location, and why the results suck, he can't really do anything or provide any information to the search team. So the one I've provided him with is this search here. And I spoke briefly about it last week, but this is a search for custom homes. And you can see that Google thinks we're in Melbourne down here, which is great. But I'm seeing a lot of exact match domains come in. Now, I don't know whether that is, I don't think it would be purely on the domain. I think it may have a little bit more to do with brand than, say, domain, but I'll show you what I mean. So we've had, so the search is custom homes. Now we've got Melbourne custom builders. We've got custom homes online. And then we've got this one, custom homes Queensland. Now they're in Cairns. Now, if you don't know where Melbourne is in relation to Cairns, Cairns is the Great Barrier Reef. So Cairns is 3,000 kilometres that way. Not a great result for someone sitting in Melbourne looking for custom homes. Maybe if the search was for, I just wanted to have a look at what they look like, but all the other results there, to me, don't indicate that people that are searching for that phrase are necessarily looking for pictures of luxury, of custom homes, because we've got a custom home builder here, and we've got same one here, another one here, another one here. So we've got this mixture of builders, and then all of a sudden, well, we've got all builders, and then we've got this one in far north Queensland. So that doesn't make sense to me, right? That's too far away as far as I'm concerned. And probably as far as the builder's concerned as well. So the next one is facelift. Now this one's interesting. So I've seen a couple of examples of strong brands maintaining their ranking in searches related to medical. But then we get ones that have just come in from overseas, and I'd have to say, gee, is that relevant? So the Mayo Clinic, an article from the Mayo Clinic, it's a .org in May this year. Then we've got another one from a magazine in the US, presumably. Now, the reason I'm showing you those two results is because previous to this, it was made up of primarily Australian results, so it's a bit odd. And this is even more odd. Here we've got, we're seeing a lot of official sites, associations, those sorts of things come in with these results, but we're also seeing weird things. So you have a look at this here. We've got a plastic surgeon here, and then we've got facelift for homes. And I've seen it also to say facelift rendering, and so there's this confusion as to what the word facelift means, well, especially for my searches. Now, I don't know whether that's because in the same browser I've been doing searches for construction-related phrases, but, kitchen facelift centre, facelift roofing consultants, Collins Street plastic surgery. So Google is confused. It never used to be that confused before. So, and for Gary, these searches are being done from Melbourne. The query is facelift as two words. And why the results suck is because they are confused with plastic surgery and also building when it comes to facelift, and in the case of Customs Homes Queensland, I'm sure they're lovely people in far north Queensland. Hi, if you're watching. That's just not relevant to people doing that search in Melbourne. I haven't done the search in far north Queensland, but it'd be interesting to see if they came up there. Anyway, that's it for this week's show. If you've had some odd results that you'd like us to have a look at, let us know. Look, Catherine Ferris last week asked about her site. The one thing that I am seeing, it was a medical related site, but the one thing I am looking at now is some of these sites that have dropped out may have had just too many optimized pages is what I'm looking at now. So pages that were almost just created, or content that was created purely to rank for a key phrase, right? So have a look at that. Have a look if you've got a lot of that content, because that could send a message about trust and expertise if you're talking about, hey, you found the best plastic surgeon in Melbourne, you know what I mean? That sort of stuff. Have a look at those sorts of things. And certainly in the case of Catherine, your site, there was a lot of those sorts of pages. And I'd be careful about mixing up medical qualifications with ones that aren't. I think you know what I mean when we're talking about the profession that that site is focused on. So that's what I'd be careful with there. Hopefully that's helpful. If you have a problem you'd like me to have a look at, just shoot it through to jim@stuartmedia.biz, or just comment on wherever you saw this video. Thanks very much. See you next week.